At long last, the man finally moves. And who would have thought that him moving alone was enough to take a man's life? As a matter of fact, he didn't even move. He just existed in the vicinity. That's crazy. This man, his very existence was enough to plop this guy's head straight off. This is a gory image, by the way. I didn't expect that from Oda. I really didn't. That's crazy. Saint Jay Garcia Saturn. This man came straight out of a pentagram and then said, man, it's been a while since I've been here on the surface. I wonder what these peasants are doing. Let me kill this guy just for looking at me because I'm so awesome. Now, I'm pretty sure that is actually Conqueror's Haki. I'm pretty sure that's Conqueror's Haki because from the translation that I'm reading, it says that lower ranking officers are not allowed to see him. So with that in mind, yeah, this is more than likely just a Conqueror's Haki sort of thing, but his Conqueror's Haki is so strong that if a lower ranking guy or a lower will type person was to look at him, they would just die. They don't go to sleep, they don't get knocked out, they don't get scared away, they just die. Let's see Shanks do that. Let's see Shanks do that, huh? Yeah. You guys want to push top one? You guys want to put him over Roger? How about Jay Garcia Saturn? How's Jay Garcia Saturn looking now? Compared to Shanks, who do you think is stronger, Shanks or Jay Garcia Saturn? I think I know what a lot of fanboys are going to say, but my money's on Jay Garcia Saturn. I remember back in the days where people were hyping up Shanks and saying, oh, look, he's having an audience with the girls say. That's because he's that dang awesome, guys. He's so powerful, he could one-shot everyone in the universe. No, the actual reason was because he's a Fagarland. And on top of that, I don't think that the girls have anything to fear when it comes to Shanks because, well, it's all five of them and they could probably just whoop him if he did anything stupid. So, I mean, like, let's be real here. Earlier on in the chapter, we see Bonnie, and she does this really cool move called near-death experience. Man, that gap is nice. But she does this really cool move called near-death experience. She pulls out this gun and fires like this substance at them, and then makes them hallucinate their own deaths. Given the fact that we don't have too much of Bonnie's arsenal, I'm glad that we're expounding upon what she's got. We don't get to see a lot of what she can do other than make things older and younger, and now she can make people hallucinate their deaths, which is pretty dang cool, I have to say. Eventually, Sanji ends up saving Bonnie because he was able to sense her through his observation haki, because that's all his observation haki specializes in. I mean, it's funny, but it's also kind of sad at the same time. I mean, you have this special ability and it centers around you specifically being horny. That Anyways, we're moving on from that. And now we're back to it. Luffy versus Kizaru, Admiral versus Yonko. And Kizaru runs away. But the reason why he runs away is so he can do his job. You know, just like, okay, I don't really have time for this. I have a mission. I gotta go do this. It's not running away because he's scared of Luffy, because I know people will twist it. I know people are gonna twist it. They're gonna be like, oh, he ran away from Luffy because he's too weak. Yeah, I'm such a piece of trash. I love spinning stories and manipulating people because I'm a terrible person. Okay, all jokes aside though, this fight, you know, it was okay. It was okay. This was an okay-ish fight. The fight continued on a little bit and, you know, Luffy socked Kizaru in the face. And, you know, Kizaru flew into a building, and there you go. You know, that's the end of that. But at that point, Saturn was already there. And so this wasn't a type of fight to be like, okay, we're gonna fight to the death. No, it's more so of a fight like, okay, I'm trying to do something. I have a mission, and you're in the way, trying to get you out of the way so I could go move something, so I can go do something. And essentially, he couldn't do it because Luffy was a tough customer. All in all, this was an okay fight. It wasn't that fantastic. It wasn't that crazy, but we got to see a little bit of what Kizaru could do. I know there were people hyping this up saying, oh, we get to see a Logia awakening. No, you get to see Jay Garcia Saturn. That's what you get to see. Now, maybe Kizaru later on will like get back up and then like awaken or something, but I don't know. I think it's Jay Garcia time. You know what I'm saying? I do. I mean, when that man showed up, he stole the spotlight immediately. Everybody on the island that has observation haki sensed him. I also think Usopp kind of sensed him as well. You know, when Usopp senses you a problem. You rarely ever see Usopp actually use his observation haki or make mention of it or anything. But at the end of the chapter, Jay Garcia Saturn is faced off with Frankie, Vegapunk, Sanji, Bonnie, Atlas, and is staring them down menacingly. But then all of a sudden, Bonnie picks up a sword and lunges right at Saturn and stabs him right in the chest. You see blood gush out and everything. So I know some people are probably going to power scale this and might just take it a little too far. They're going to be like, oh, his durability is not as great as Kaido's. He sucks. You know, calm down. I'm just guessing because of all the stupid things I see in this fandom. Maybe Kaido just had like a special skin condition. I don't know. I don't know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Jay Garcia Saturn is weaker than that of Kaido. I definitely think that he's probably more than likely stronger than Kaido. That's my assumption. We actually never got the true answer as to why people like Kaido and Big Mom were so durable in the first place. We never got that. We had theories, but we never had answers. We never had facts. We just had theory. I have a whole theory video talking about that. But we never actually got the answer, and unfortunately, I don't think we ever will. Maybe in an SBS, but in the story, probably not. It's probably just a thing Oda's just gonna pass on by. But that is the end of the chapter. No break next week, which is great. Don't get to see that very often, but you know what? Like I said, Oda can take his breaks. Do you? I'm not fighting you. You know, it's funny because recently, you know, of the crazy schedule things have been, I haven't even been keeping up with when the next One Piece chapter is coming out. I've just been like, look, when he gives it to us, he gives it to us. It's whatever. I'll just live my life, do me, and when you show up, you know? So we're gonna be moving on to the Reddit comments. Guys, make sure you like, and you might as well subscribe while you're at it. Interesting detail I noticed about the pentagram Saturn came out of. Yeah, it's like, it has the number 5 surrounded by each corner of the star, which is basically representing the 5 elder stars. Number 5 all around everything, covering a star, 5 elder stars. That's another thing. Like he even was creative with the pentagram, which is funny to me. This mofo skilled at drawing butts now. Yeah, man, Oda is trying now. He's like, look, I can draw booty, okay? I'm not a one-trick pony, everybody. Come on now. Personally, I didn't think Oda had it in him. I thought he was just gonna draw boobs for the rest of his life, and that was it, and just fail on the booty portion. Personally, but he's actually doing it. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's like, good on you, Goda. You learning. Because that's where it's at. I'm telling you, it was that trip to South Africa that changed him. He was like, you know what? I'm into booty now. I think it's time we change this story for the better. Egghead is greater than Wano. The fact that this single chapter and the last few with Kizaru have had more tension and making me feel like something bad could actually happen is insane. Considering not a single chapter in Wano besides the majority of 1043 ever had me thinking they could lose or at least lose someone. I actually agree with this. Hard. Hyper hard. Wano, I felt zero tension. I was like, oh my god. I don't feel a dang thing. Ain't nobody gonna die. Somebody died though. So, I'll say that. Somebody died. What was it? Ashura Doji, he died. And also Izo, he died. I think Oda could have executed their deaths a lot more dramatically. I think that would have been really cool because he usually does really good with his death scenes, but he didn't this time. Don't know what happened there, but I guess Ashura Doji and Izo, a character that I actually liked, would get screwed over. So it is what it is, I guess. Just gotta take it. I just gotta put up with that. But ever since Saint Jay Garcia Saturn showing up, ever since Saturn got here, I was like, okay, something bad is gonna happen for sure, because this is like a top tier type character. Like he's definitely, like, he has to be. I mean, he's the top of the world government, because the world government is where the main problem is. The 5 elder stars or the 5 elder gods are directly under Imu, the final antagonist. Let's not kid ourselves. Imu's the final antagonist. Like, come on, like come on. Imu is the final antagonist, and these guys are right under him. So with that knowledge in hand, these guys have to be extremely powerful. I'm already putting him above Yonko level, but that's just, maybe I'm just jumping the gun there. Maybe I'm doing too much. It's probably true. I'm probably just doing too much with it. But hey, look, I know they're stronger than Shanks. Yeah, screw you. That's right. Yeah, Shanks sucks. All right. No, I'm joking. I know Shanks is powerful. Well, no, I'm not joking. Yeah, these guys are definitely over Shanks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Egghead is a million times better. Egghead and Whole Cake Island, best post time skip arcs. Big Mom was actually a threat in Whole Cake Island. Yes. Oh my God. She was actually a threat. And then she went over to Wano and turned into a clown. Like, what the heck? No, you got to really think about it. This woman used advanced conquerors against her ally, Page 1, who was fighting alongside her, but didn't use advanced conquerors coding for kid-in-law, the people trying to kill her. That is so unnecessarily stupid. Oh my God, that was the dumbest thing I had ever read. I had never felt so insulted in my life. Big Mom's like, how dare you hurt Otama? And then so she attacks Ulti and then Page 1. And then she's like, what, Otama? You're leaving me now? I'm going to kill you. It was just like, it was obvious that this whole thing was being set up for plot purposes. It didn't even flow right. They're like, oh, Usopp and Nami aren't strong enough to beat Page 1 and Ulti. So how do we do it? Just have Big Mom come in for plot purposes, one-shot Page 1, and then heavily weaken Ulti just so we can, you know, have Nami finish Ulti off very, very easily. And we'll call that a good fight. Now, the Nami fight was hands down the worst thing ever, and it's because of the way Oda used Big Mom. It sucks because Big Mom to me is a good character. I think she's a good character. I just think Oda uses her in like the stupidest way possible. It's like, hey man, you know, I like doing stupid stuff with this awesome character. It's not even funny. The stuff is like it would be different if it was funny, but it's not even funny. It's just bad. It's awful. She was awesome in Whole Cake Island, but she's terrible here. In Wano, just absolutely awful. Why are high-ranking Marines allowed to see and know that the Gorosei are demons? So, my initial guess is because of Conqueror's Haki, and, you know, his Conqueror's Haki is so strong that he can do that. That is my guess. I might be wrong on that, however. This might actually be a side effect of the Devil Fruit, and the reason why I say that is because I see a lot of people theorizing on the internet that this is actually based off of a yokai named the USI Oni. And the USI Oni, it says specifically here, legend says when a hiker or traveler makes eye contact with the USI Oni, the person cannot avert his or her gaze. The person's soul or energy is drained and he or she dies. This is called Kage Woku, or sometimes Kage Wonomu, which translates to eating the shadow or drinking the soul. So after reading that, you might be able to push the idea that this is the power of the Devil Fruit that Saturn has, and it may not be Conqueror's Haki. But then again, you have to wonder, okay, well, why is it specifically, you have to specifically be a certain rank, you have to be a certain level of like power or hierarchy within the Marines. And that part makes me think that, okay, well, it's Conqueror's Haki. So that's why I go with that. It's just Conqueror's Haki because it makes more sense. But I think Oda just wanted to be a little neat with it and have whoever looks at Saturn just die, just straight up die. That's what I'm thinking. That's my theory. But we'll find out soon. I hope we'll find out soon, you know. But anyways, guys, that's it for the Reddit comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Come and join the Vagabond's journey. This was a great chapter. I'm super happy that we're getting what we're getting right now. I love Egghead Island. I'm looking forward to next week. There is no break, so we're getting right back into it next week. Super happy about that. So I will see you all next week, and with all that being said, Vagabond gone.